there. Hi, I'm your goddess Niska, here with Trucker Woman. We're reacting to...
Pentagon released a swath of UFO files.
A swath?
Yeah, Trump
What's
is...
a swath?
Just a huge file.
I've never heard of the word swath before.
Moving on.
Released the UFO files, and there is some wild stuff in here.
UFOs before GTA 6?
Yeah. We get Half-Life 3
You
for
understand they're about 3 to 4 miles
Look at
away?
that thing.
They want to find out about the UFOs and anything having to do with UFO or related material. And we're going to be releasing a lot of things from that we have. And I think some of it's going to be very interesting.
You know what? I'm kind of sad. I go outside. It's like anytime we go out for a walk at night, I keep looking up at the sky and wanting to see something interesting. I don't see anything. Of course, I don't go out enough to.
You need to go outside.
I don't like going outside. Why can't the aliens come to me?
They don't care about you.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Administration releasing the first batch of files related to UFOs and alien life.
So is the truth
Alien
really
life.
out there?
A White House official
Aliens
left
on the
this
list.
hard drive on my desk overnight. You can see on it, it
Probably.
says AARO files copy 2 of 3. That is the all-domain resolution office copy 2 of 3.
I'm going to say this. I would not put a hard drive the government gave me into my computer.
Yeah.
I'm not doing... Not my personal computer.
Oh, that makes me think of the time when my dad was accidentally buying, well, not buying, but receiving packages from the Russian mafia.
You want to tell that story while we're here?
I think I had before, but yeah, but just for the most part, my dad signed up for a thingy where he received packages. He thought it was like a legit thing online back in internet infancy, and then a couple of days later, we started getting a bunch of like laptops, fancy Rolexes and stuff.
And then the FBI knocked on his door.
Mm-hmm. And that became a whole thing. That was an interesting time.
This is the first big batch of UFO disclosure ordered by
We got the
President
UFO files, we got the Epstein files.
Trump.
This is crazy.
Well, the thing is, the alien files ain't gonna hurt anyone important versus the Epstein files. It's gonna fuck up a lot of people. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they don't
The
wanna
videos
fuck
on there
themselves.
have popped up different places before. Some of them have not, and we have been going through this all morning and overnight to try to put together some of the best videos so we can all look at this together. This is a world exclusive right here. So let's go to the first clip.
What you're about to see is incredibly interesting. People are not sure what we're looking at, but the Department of War has released these files. You can sort by...
You know what?
What?
There has to be a video of Moist Critical reacting to this. There has to be, because if I remember correctly, Moist Critical and his dad are like super alien enthusiasts.
Probably.
I'm curious how they reacted to this.
type and look at all the
Shit.
videos. This is crazy. Some of the stuff is recent, but some of these raise more questions than they answer.
Over the skies of the United Arab Emirates in June 2024, an inverted teardrop with a vertically linear trailing mass, as described by
That's
the
the genie. That's the genie in the lamp.
As a djinn?
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, I like the theory that all these quote-unquote aliens are just angels and demons.
Like Evangelion?
Yeah, sure.
War Department suspended below. The War Department cannot say for sure what this is. It is officially listed as an unresolved UAP report. The next video, over the skies of Iraq, December 2022.
I know, Iraq.
Moving
What is
bottom
that?
left to top right of the field of view.
Could be anything.
All CENTCOM gets from this is an area of contrast. That's what they describe it as.
Area
And
of
it's officially
contrast.
still listed as an unresolved UAP report. Next video.
So you can see the color of this thing. It's a thermal camera. It matches the roof over here. Now, is it part of the roof? No, but it's giving off a similar area of contrast. This is not what you would expect to see in this type of footage, which is why it jumps out. But this could be a reflection. This could be some sort of device. People
It could be a drone, it could be a bird, it could be a lot of things. But it's the fact that the question is not whether or not these are aliens, is whether or not if the government, whatever, telling us the truth that they're aliens. I think that's the real question here. What is truth? What is the lie? What do we do? That's one guy from History Channel, Ali? I don't know. We can't be the only life in the universe. Truckerman has that exact same opinion and thoughts. I am skeptical about the whole thing. I mean, let's be honest, I really do feel like the Bible probably doesn't tell us everything. If God created angels and humans, not to mention all the different types of animals that live on Earth with us, who's to say that he didn't create other beings on other worlds too? I'm pretty sure he didn't just stop with humans. Or maybe he did stop with us and these were older projects. That could be a thing. Like, I'm pretty damn sure there's a lot of stuff that's been taken out of the Bible, because all we have are copies and remakes. So it's basically, the Bible is Full Metal Alchemist Brother, and Full Metal Alchemist. We don't get Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You fucking ass.
I said on something.
Yes, you did.
Sorry. There we go.
No. But yeah.
We cannot be the only life in the universe. That
Keyword.
what does Stephen Hawking said one time, that there's two theories and they're both scary. Either we're completely alone and we're the only life that in the vast universe that ever spawned life, or there's hundreds of life forms out there, either of which are terrifying.
Personally, I think the 100 of life forms is more terrifying than us just being alone. Because technically, we're still not alone if you count all the life that's on our planet.
Yeah, but this rock was the only one that made life that was intelligent enough to be intelligent.
Actually, I think what's scary is if when the Earth gets fucked up, where the fuck can we go?
Yeah, true.
Just extinction at that point. Stop it.
People are very divided, and some of this stuff is mind-blowing. Like this video right here from 2013. Look at this thing. So I was trying to figure out what this is. They don't know what it is. It's an unidentified area.
We know what that is. That is a biblically accurate angel.
It's just a flying butthole.
It's not a butthole. That is a circle star thing. I bet you if we were to see it up close, it would have eyeballs.
It's smart, Beav. It's a smart butthead. They discovered masturbation and ruined their whole society.
Actually questioning if that's Three-Eyed Atlas. No. How come we don't get information on Three-Eyed Atlas? I want more information on that.
That fucked up.
Mm-hmm. We can't be... Okay, God is just a space king waiting for us to rule the galaxy.
Love for the blood gods.
Aerial phenomenon, but look, it's like it's got a contrail. You see that contrail right there coming off whatever this is? This is a very interesting thing that they're showing us. And what's interesting about this video...
It's farting.
Damn it! I was gonna say that. I was gonna say angels farting in outer space. Stinking up the atmosphere and ruining it more.
Is in the description.
Where's California? We need to stop angel farts. It's ruining the ozone.
There also can be theory that these are unmanned drones from aliens too.
True.
Here on the side panel, it just says that it is from the Middle East somewhere in 2013. It doesn't tell us what device was used to photograph or film this, rather. It doesn't tell us what country this happened over. There's not a whole lot of information here other than that.
They screamed Allah Akbar and then zoomed off.
No, it's spelling send nudes.
This is something that no one's ever seen before. But does this prove the existence of extraterrestrial life? Or are these just terrestrial videos showing things that we don't fully understand?
October
I don't understand a lot of
2023,
things.
what
What are
is
you talking
described
about?
as a small and circular UAP flying near the surface of the ocean towards land. CENTCOM can't tell us what it is. It is officially listed as an unresolved UAP report. Within the last
That's
2
a
minutes,
sparkle.
all of these videos have gone live on war.gov/UFO.
You can
and a
check
White
them
House
out.
official tells Fox first, while past administrations sought to
Why do we have these in war.gov?
This is from the Department of War, so it's the government. Leave them alone.
Well, past administrations sought to discredit or dissuade
Yeah.
the American people. President Trump is focused on providing maximum transparency to the public. Okay. The last movie we went to, you saw the trailer for the movie called Disclosure Day? Yeah?
What?
There's a movie coming out called Disclosure Day. It's made by Steven Spielberg.
I don't remember. Unless there was a trailer you saw on YouTube.
No, we watched it in a theater. What was the last movie we saw?
Demon Slayer.
No, not Demon Slayer. It was
Iron Lung.
Yeah, there you go. It was Iron Lung.
I forgot about the trailers.
But we saw a trailer for a movie called Disclosure Day. Saying that might have more information in it about aliens than what they're telling us.
Oh yeah, and I think it's based out of Kansas City too. That's right.
discredit or
it
dissuade
is?
the American
like the
people.
movie said in
President
Kansas
Trump is
City.
focused on
Oh.
providing maximum
We
transparency.
need to see it.
I don't know. I don't know what movies are coming out anymore. That's how little I care about movies.
I think it comes out in August? I need to look it up, but I want to see that movie, okay?
Also, a movie I saw I want to check out is the Backrooms movie. It actually looks
Yeah,
good.
I do want to see that too.
I think that comes out in this month.
Ooh, yeah. The reason to go to the movie theaters. Yay.
To the public, who can ultimately make up their own minds
Right.
about the
Ultimately make up
information
their own
contained
minds.
in
They were
these
gonna read
files.
it themselves.
And there's also a fresh look at some historical records.
Oh,
There's this
man,
from
I'm just
Apollo
dancing.
17 included in this big document dump. One of the astronauts says, "We've got a few very bright particles or fragments or something that go drifting by as we maneuver."
Yeah, this
the
is
control
interesting.
Center says, "Roger, understood." Another astronaut says, "There's a whole bunch of big ones on my window down there, just bright. It looks like the 4th of July out of Ron's window." The
Apollo 17.
Remind me, did you ever say that when you're out trucking you saw weird shit in the skies?
Dad said he saw something one night going out to Waukene. I also won't forget the day they sent me to Waukene. It was like fucking 5 years. How many years ago was that? Was it 3-4 years ago? And a fucking meteorite fell this guy, and it was fucking bright. Like, I saw it go behind clouds.
Are you sure it was a meteorite, not an alien?
I don't know at this point.
I mean, you were also part of a ghost hunter group when you were in college.
Street movies coming out. Street Fighter movies coming out. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that sounds good. I don't know. I'm weary. I just want because going.
I don't trust movies so much that are based off of games or anime, unless it's like an actual supposed to be part of the
I'm
anime.
just weary going to movies because it's like so damn expensive anymore.
That's true.
I can wait 2 weeks and pirate it.
Another astronaut says, "Yes, now you can see some of them in shape. They're very jagged, angular fragments that are tumbling. This exchange has long been dismissed as floating insulation. But now the White House is saying, while this photo has been previously released and discussed by keen observers, there is no consensus about the nature of the anomaly."
Right? And
I'm
that's
also
you?
gonna say this. Why are they recording this while there's construction going on in this background?
Oh,
I can hear the beeping while they're doing construction in the background.
we have that problem sometimes too.
Yeah, but we're not Fox News as well.
Oh, are you sure it's not his recording?
No, they're recording Fox News.
Huge, because
See?
it means
Oh, you're
that
right.
the old explanations might have been false, might have been made up or just accepted at the time. And now the White House is saying, look, make up your own minds with this stuff.
I
We're
can't wait
not
till
being
HLC
told
comes out with
how to
something on
think.
this.
Here's that tape.
Who's
Play it
HLC?
for you
Let's
now.
hear this.
This
1965.
Oh, yeah.
Loud and clear. 7, go ahead.
You know what? I thought he did, but then I saw that that he made a video called "It's Aliens," but it was like a year old.
Ah, yeah.
So I thought so, but then as like I saw the year on, I was like, oh no, this is an old one.
Bogey at 10 o'clock high. You have any more information, estimated distance or size? We also have
Hello,
the booster
Crispy.
inside.
So they can see their own booster.
Understand you also have the booster inside, Roger.
Oh.
And we have very, very many, looks like hundreds of little particles going by to the left out about 3 to 4 miles.
Hundreds of particles.
Understand you have many small particles going by on the left. At what distance? 4 miles. Large, looks like perhaps a vehicle that's disintegrated. Roger, understand they're about 3 to 4 miles away. They're past now, they're going to polar orbit.
That's crazy. They saw something.
Roger, and understand they were about 3 to 4 miles away.
Well, I think Johnny Dare had a guy on that used to be a fighter pilot who said, this shit we see all the fucking time when we were training, but nobody says anything because to be like a top tier fighter pilot like Top Gun, you are like the 1% of the 1%. You are the best of the best. It's the most competitive job to get in the military. If you start coming down and saying, yeah, we saw green little men out there, they're going to just yank your ass.
True, they'll probably think you're crazy, so you get tested and stuff, and you're fired.
Yeah, so a lot of those guys don't say anything just because they just don't want. They're like, well, whatever. It ain't attacking us. I don't care. I want to focus to keep my 1% job.
Right.
But this is the problem here, because every time we get UFO files, there's always questions that come after. There's never a definitive explanation. But I think what's important about this is, as you're about to see, we're finally getting to look at what the government's been looking at and then telling us about or hinting at for years.
Barack Obama said,
The question is, though, why were they hiding this information?
One theory I have, they don't know what it is either. Because if it's like a UFO, like say it's something that's military from like China, China would be bragging their ass off if they had this new technology that could outpace American, and we would freak out.
True.
So maybe they want to keep. Maybe they think they don't know if it's another country's military tech, and we don't know anything about it. Or two, it's just, hey, there's these creatures or these machines that can come down here. We don't know where they're from. They're stronger than anything else we got. Go have a good day, y'all. Don't worry.
So basically, the reason they don't tell us this stuff is because they don't want to freak out the public.
Look how people freaked out during COVID.
Oh, here's a good example. I remember, I think it was a, help me out here, Count Dankula video where they made that War of the Worlds, and everyone started freaking out and junk.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be a parody or reading this.
But yeah, it was supposed to be just a play, a joke, or whatever.
I mean, look how everybody's now freaking out about that one cruise ship that has that virus on it. And everybody's now freaking out again. Like, it's just... What is that saying from Men in Black? A person is smart, people are dumb, panicking animals.
Meow.
It was a radio show, yeah.
Yeah.
Because back then they didn't have TV, they treated radio like TV.
Welcome, look at our digits.
that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
Oh,
You know,
So aliens are real.
well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. Well, he made a big mistake.
oh.
He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it.
So, see?
So the
Trump
government
don't
is
have
trying to
opinion on it.
answer the question,
See?
do aliens
beep in the
exist? And the
background.
answer is, they don't know, but in an effort of transparency, they are giving us all of the material that they are working with as they try to answer that question.
All right.
So for a politician to come out and say that aliens are real, they have formed an opinion on stuff like this, or they have secret information that is classified that they're not telling anybody about. But the president, the vice president...
Okay, what would be scarier, if these are aliens, or what if these were unidentified species that are just living here on Earth?
Aliens, because we would have... Species die. Something died. That's why I don't believe Bigfoot's real, because someone would have hit it with a car. But...
You don't know, dude. They're probably... That's the scary thing. If it's something like a Bigfoot and junk, and they know how to get around cars and people and stuff, they're super stealthy. Wouldn't that be scary?
But this is more terrifying, because what are they? Why are they here? What is...
Oh, that true, yeah.
That's the question you have to ask. Like, okay, these are... Let's just go for the limit. They are aliens.
Uh-huh.
Why are they here?
What are they doing?
Because, you know, the War of the Worlds.
Uh-huh.
That was based on like I think it was a British. It was the story was written way back in like the late 1800s, early 1900s, and they based it off how Britain went to like a savage island and wiped them the f out. Because at the time, you know, they were living like, you know, but one step above caveman, and you have, at the time, 19th century technology with firearms. We were unstoppable, or Britain was unstoppable. So compare that to technology we have now versus someone who mastered traveling space travel.
True. Okay, but what if, okay. So, I guess this is kind of in the same vein then. If these creatures are actually evolved creatures that are becoming more advanced than us, that already live on the planet.
Yeah.
If that's a thing.
Oh, hey, Jay, dude.
I remember hearing that when War of the Worlds first played on the radio, people lost their minds in a freak out.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
And hello, Devil's Light. Welcome.
Hello, nasty and sexy trucker man.
Stupid sexy. You're right, he is very stupid.
Who has bigger boobs?
I do. Oh, hopefully.
Who has bigger boobs?
Shut up.
People in power have known about this stuff for a long time, and if President Obama says aliens are real, that opinion is not shared by everybody.
Ahmed says that she believes there are aliens. Do you believe that?
You know, I don't, it's interesting. I wouldn't say that I do or don't believe it. I mean, I'm a big believer that there are things.
Why is it me, or why does it look like J.D. Vance is behind a green screen?
What does it mean? Is his head bigger than his body? He's at the opposite of a song.
Is it me, or does that man not look real?
That motherfucker's not real.
Out there that we can't explain.
It's just probably
and so if another person sees an alien, maybe I see an angel or a demon. So I'm a big believer that there are like spiritual forces working on the physical world that a lot of us don't see and a lot of us don't understand and a lot of us don't appreciate. But, you know, is it aliens or is it our guardian angel, or is it aliens, or is it a not so guardian force that doesn't care about us, or in fact actively wishes us harm?
That's an interesting statement from somebody in a very high position of power, the second most powerful person in the entire world. But just before we continue, speaking of
good evening, and something different about the
trucker woman here.
Yeah,
I kind of put my finger on it. I like that he refers to you as weebs, as our old
conspiracies. Leading AI models claim they don't sell your data. Do you believe them? Mark Zuckerberg said this.
Actually, fun fact, in the Weebs and Gears original title, I would be the Weebs, he would be the Gears.
Yeah.
Not by, like, name, but, like, what is referring to. I'd be the weeb portion of the channel, and he's the gear part of the channel.
Yeah.
Same thing about Facebook at one point in time. ChatGPT has the former NSA director sitting on its board. And Edward Snowden called this a willful count. Leading AI. Today's video sponsored by platform people might want. Gemini LM's platform stored directly on your spy on base, where you can generate latest models like CDANs, which tools and models on the market privately, all in one place, and use code CASH for 20%
on it. It's funny, when I came in, I was obsessed with the UFO files. And then you start getting really busy worrying about the economy and national security and things like that.
Yeah.
But I've still got 3 more years as vice president. I will get to the bottom of the UFO files.
Okay. Have you peeked? Have you done a peek?
You are good. The fact that you remember the old channel name, that's fun.
Sharker Woman got a good model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go on the Sky Browse and drop it.
Oh, we need to give it to Prosciutto.
Prosciutto?
Uh-huh. That way he can update our folder.
Okay.
And we're looking at them.
What? Have you done a peek? I mean, like,
So I actually haven't. I have
full
not.
Independence Day,
I have not been able to spend enough time on this to really understand it.
Yeah.
And neither has anybody else. That's what's so fascinating. We've been studying this stuff for a long time, and people still have big questions. What are we looking at? Is there an agenda? Are people trying to convince us that it's aliens? Are they trying to hide the fact that it's something else? And who benefits from this deception?
Peter, so many questions. The internet has been...
I mean, point.
It's like, nobody, it's like, I feel like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, this would have been the biggest news in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, oh, there's aliens, great. Who's on the Epstein files now?
Yeah, I feel like people care about that more than they do about...
Where the fuck's my money going in Minnesota?
I care about that.
So...
been ablaze about this for a long time.
Yes.
And one of the things that the unidentified anomalous phenomena people want to know is what the government...
distraction from whatever hell's going in Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, and you know what sucks about this song, quote unquote disclosure? They're still not really giving us much.
They're cock teasing us.
Mm-hmm.
Has collected from belief that these things crashed. There was crash retrieval and that we have some sort of evidence. Is there anything in this batch of released files that would answer that question?
Yeah.
There's nothing in this batch, but we've been told that this is about to become a regular thing because there are hundreds of documents and dozens of pieces of media.
UFO.
Great, we're gonna get like a spoonful, spoon-fed, just a little bit of alien information here and there.
Yeah.
And while we have other questions like what happened to the scientists that disappeared?
They went home.
They're part of the alien space program now.
They left. They went home. I like that quote from Men in Black. Elvis didn't die. He just went home. Dude, me and Mom were at Walmart when I was a kid. Someone put that on the back of their car.
Videos and photos that are contained on this drive that has just been uploaded to the new website, which is war.gov/UFO. There is nothing like that in this batch, but they are going through and they are working to declassify whatever they can because President Trump told them to. And this is different than when he ordered the Kennedy files to be unclassified and just put everything out all at once. It was millions of pages, a huge file. This is going to come out bit by bit as they work through.
It's going to be like the X-Files again, except real life. We're getting Mulder and Scully back, but from the Trump administration. You can search.
What was the whole, like, I never watched the X-Files. I knew of it, but I never watched it. What was it about?
It was basically covering aliens and supernatural stuff. It's for its time. I remember watching the movie as a kid, but we were just too young for it at the time when it came out.
Point. And I was not interested.
Yeah.
By where this stuff happened. So here we are in the A section. Can we find Roswell, Western U.S.?
Oh yeah, Roswell.
Well, that's not very helpful. Syria.
Wait, no, we know what the lore is for Roswell. It was Fry.
It was Bender's ass.
We know the truth of Roswell. It was Fry fucking his grandma, great grandma.
That is actually a damn good point. If you're your own grandfather.
You are your own grandfather.
Okay. All right. There's no entry for Roswell. There are alleged photos from the Western United States, but, you know, what are these?
Yeah.
These are not showing us a whole bunch
The photos
of
are
things
also
that,
shit.
you know, we can even identify. Like, there's a speck.
It's a fly on the camera lens.
Well, actually, never mind, because it is the government. They do cheap out on certain shit.
Mm-hmm. Cheaper beepers.
I love that meme I see going around. Everybody, people buying versus military guys when I see the word military grade.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go to the video section, here's a video. What do we have here? Apparently, this is a sensor tracking an area of contrast, which is highlighted right there in the middle of the screen. We are not given a definitive location here. We're just told that there's an area of contrast and we don't know what it is. And we're also not told what type of vehicle this came from. This is fascinating to look at because there's something here.
Dang.
Does it look triangular? I don't know. But again, without having anything more than this, it's hard to say.
Oh, someone just put some PlayStation 2 graphics on the camera.
That this is definitely a spacecraft, or that this is definitely a reflection. I mean, those would both be leaps of logic based on something that is very hard to even determine. This actually looks like the tail end of an aircraft.
And you look.
That looks like a helicopter.
From Apollo 17, we've got some stuff from a couple months ago. There's a ton of material, but they want us to know that they are trying to figure this out. They just
Or it's a giant bug. Or again, the fly on the lens. Looks like it's a fly
It's
on
the
the
Japanese wasps.
don't have an answer about whether or not about what these crafts are.
There is no
What do you
answer.
think? You're a betting person. Do you think these aliens are
This is on a
friendly?
jet.
Should we approach them? What do you suggest?
Should we let
if
them live in
see them?
America? And
You know, you hope that they're friendly.
It's a balloon.
No, we live in America. Then they started up quality leering centers. They look. I can just see Nick Shirley going to somewhere, and it's like the Coneheads.
Oh yeah, Coneheads! I remember that movie.
I see a lot of people here at the White House, and I think that looks like it might be an alien. And everybody is pretty nice.
I think that why does that look like a flying seal?
Everything that happened in Roswell in the U.S. top secret aircraft planes were developed. Well, I mean, if you look at the freaking B-2 bomber, if you never did know what planes look like, and you see that thing flying, what the hell would you think it would be?
Point true.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
People
People are fascinated with this. Sean just did a podcast about this, the investigation of Bob Lazar, who talks about S4, and so many people are watching it. It's fascinating. But does this pose a national security risk?
that's always the big question.
Yeah.
There are videos of stuff like this floating around military bases. There are reports of things in sensitive locations being activated without somebody flipping the protective switch that leads to the red button. We've got these reports. There is speculation that there's something going on out there, but because we don't have any
And then we find out it's just all like crazy mad scientists making shit to spy on shit and do shit and just scare people.
It's Mark and Thrag. Getting his guts ripped out.
answers,
time.
this investigation, this conspiracy is going to go on forever because there is no definitive hard stop. There's nothing that's going to come along and say it's
I know what that is.
What?
It's the Saiyan space pod.
You know, you're not wrong.
definitely this. And even if there is, that's not going to convince everybody because just like every other conspiracy, you have people who, despite evidence or logical explanation, automatically...
You know what would be fucked up if we are living in the world of Dragon Ball Z and we don't know it and they're having their Super Saiyan battles and stuff. We probably keep dying like every other day and it's like, Dragon Balls. And we're just immortal and we don't realize it.
That's why I argue. I think Invincible's universe is way worse living in Dragon Ball.
Okay, that's an actual more respectable topic. Instead of power scaling here, what universe would be worser to live in? The universe of Invincible or the universe of Dragon Ball Z?
Invincible.
Especially if Dragon Ball Z, you can fucking get revived no matter what. I mean, yeah, you go through getting killed every now and then. I think the worst thing in Dragon Ball Z to happen was probably when Cell was sucking people. I
got sucked. But
then again, they still came back to life with the Dragon Balls. So just trauma. I wonder if they just suffer from trauma versus your family loved ones are never coming back.
Well, oh god, I had a thought and I lost it. Damn it.
Oh, you lost your thought.
No, I love how we watched that one short. Someone said, "Don't tell Goku about Thrags." That would, because this motherfucker likes to piss off everybody that's powerful than him.
Oh yeah, Goku likes to piss off people who are more powerful than him, and he would treat Thrag like a little toddler.
Yeah, and we saw how well that worked when they blew up the planet.
Automatically say, no, it's gotta be this. That's not me
Goku
telling
can
you what
back
to
it,
think.
though.
That's just how conspiracies work.
President Obama says
He's an
that
alien.
there is footage
He's a little green man.
and records of objects in the skies. These unidentified.
Dude. He's probably one of those robots that have the little person inside his head.
Probably. Have you seen the SR-71 Blackbird ever? Actually, we went to the Cosmosphere. That was the big giant plane that was like hanging above us. Yeah, when you walk in, there's like that SR-71 Blackbird hanging above us. You can actually reach up and touch it.
Cool. Wait, where were we?
Cosmosphere, remember that?
Oh, Cosmosphere.
Out there in western Kansas.
Oh, cool.
Aerial phenomenon, and he says we don't know exactly what they are. What do you think that it is?
I would ask him again. Thank you.
Wow, no
Not very
opinion.
helpful, Joe. I haven't had a chance to ask Barack Obama, and it had been eating at me, and then he said something else.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being.
Okay. It's like, I like the way Obama answered this. It's like, are aliens real? Yes, but I haven't seen them. It's like, I can definitively just fucking say yes to you. Like, I have intelligence that they are real, but I've never seen them myself.
Look how much that man aged in like a decade.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people's age like that.
Yeah, but look at him when he was in the White House. He was like, all his hair was black, and by the time he got it was all gray.
Yep.
Kept in, what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51.
Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens.
No, and Trump was just, I'm jelly that he spilled the beans before I could. No, okay.
They're real.
So the real question for Trump would be is, have you seen any?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information.
Jeremy Corbell.
You can't, okay, I find that hilarious. I can't tell you if they're real or not, but he gave classified information. So with that logic, that the classified information of, yeah, they're real, that means regardless if you can tell us they're real or not, you technically told us that they're real based off of your answer to he told classified information.
Is an investigative journalist and the co-host of the Weaponized podcast. He knows disclosure. But aliens have visited Earth.
He just can't say it himself physically.
You know, I think that these are data points. I think these 46 videos are really important. I think the American public should be able to see them, and so does Congress. They specifically identified these 46 videos because they know that these.
Ooh, now here's a question.
What?
Is Obama gonna disappear now?
Nah, he's too high up to be disappeared.
But he told some classified information there.
Still, he's a former president. He's too visible to be spirited away.
Tell that to assassinations.
Yeah.
and you make it look, anyone can get wiped out and make it look like an accident.
These videos exist. They are designated UAP by our own military and intelligence services. I have been exposed to a number of these. In fact, George Knapp and I provided that list
to that would have happened to Clinton when I got him years ago.
To Congress. We've actually released some of those videos. So the American public is ready for this. Now, what it's going to tell us, what the end result is going to be, it's another data set of footage the American public can look at. But here is what I know for fact, Peter. There are machines, there are craft of unknown origin that fly with impunity in our restricted airspace.
We do know that.
Our government has been assessing this as a national threat for decades. The jig is up.
Well, yeah, I know Obama was a pretty high profile and stuff, but the question is, if he said some classified stuff that someone didn't want known, I'm saying, like, yeah, despite how high up he is, isn't there people higher than him?
I don't know.
People now know UAP are real, but what are UAP? Who are flying these machines? Who made these machines that can outpace, outmaneuver, and outperform our greatest warfighters?
So, the thing you've got to understand about this is, although it is true, what we're talking about here is not a conspiracy on a grand scale being perpetrated against the United States that has never happened anywhere else in the world. For example, there was a time when the U-2 spy plane was being flown over the Soviet Union, and you know what? The first time these things came over, they flew with impunity over heavily defended Soviet airspace, challenging the Kremlin's ability to even defend itself. Who is this? Who's in there? And then they shoot one down and they find out it's Gary Powers. My point is there is an explanation. Is somebody else doing that to the United States right now? Yeah, probably. Drone technology is pretty advanced. You can fly a drone over the southern border. We got cartels doing that. And if they're doing it,
okay, yes, this is totally a possibility, but at the same time, the fact that Barack Obama said, yes, aliens are real. He just flat out said that. And then Trump confirmed by saying he gave out classified information.
You know, I know they're talking about flying either drones or the U-2 spy planes like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of outdated when we had these little things called satellites that are not as easy to track.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because I don't know why both of these former presidents would say these things.
Who knows? We'll probably never truly know.
Yep.
People are probably doing it in airspace that is over military bases. These could be foreign operators. We don't know.
And so you were just talking about this. We've got video that we can put up on the screen. One of the videos that your sources helped you guys get out of a government vault. It is a UAP over Syria in 2021 flying.
You know what? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see for the disclosure. I want them to have like an actual alien on, like interview an actual alien. And then everyone will say it's AI.
Yeah. Aliens are real. I cannot convince otherwise. You and me both. I know they're real. I don't want to think we're alone in the world, in the universe.
I still think it's better to think we're alone in the universe when it comes to we're gonna get myrtleized.
Yeah.
Or enslaved.
An impossible speed,
whatever comes first.
demonstrating instantaneous acceleration. This is the video. A lot of people will look at this and say, well, it could be China, it could be Russia, it could be somebody else. But when you see this and the other videos, some of the 45 other videos that you have seen,
What are you doing, that cat?
What do you think?
Petting her.
Could be a reflection.
Yeah, look, we do not have the capability, unfortunately, for instantaneous motion. The idea of inertial effect and what would happen, this is baffling to the intelligence community. What George and I put out, it is their analysis that this is demonstrating, this craft, which is not aerodynamic, when you look at this video, it instantaneously shoots off to the right once the Reaper drone got a weapons grade lock on it. So its ability to maneuver is far beyond anything that China, Russia, or the U.S. has.
That we know about. The idea that...
Okay. Do you actually feel more comfortable believing aliens are real versus us being alone when they're way more high-tech than us?
Okay, and so you want Russia and China to believe that Russia and China has this technology that's better than ours?
That's still the same issue, but I'm saying you want a different being. And that's the same prospect that I was saying, like, what if these are not beings from outer space, but they're evolved creatures that are here on Earth?
I hope we don't get Independence Day, though.
Dude, I hope we don't get fucking Mars attacks.
You don't want Mars attacks?
I don't want Mars. Mars attacks scares me worse than fucking Independence Day. God, that movie scared the shit out of me growing up.
Sorry.
Countries aren't developing things in secret and then using them on each other. We all know that's not true. We know that every country's got a black budget. We know there's stuff going on out there which is not being totally given over to the public.
They already have interviewed them. They look like normal humans, but they really aren't that much higher tech. Huh. Are you talking about, like, I think they call them the tall Nordics or something, or the white Nordics or something? I've heard, I watched, like, a lot of conspiracy videos and junk, but there's, like, the tall Nordics, there's the Greys, there's the reptilians, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear this one where a bunch of kids that survived the Joplin tornado all came together and said that they saw butterfly people?
I don't know.
That the butterfly people protected them from the tornado.
That's a new one on me. I do have a story from that Joplin tornado. A guy that survived it said he was in his bathtub. That was the only because he didn't have a basement, and he swears for like 5 seconds when the tornado went over his house, he could look up through the damn tornado.
Ooh.
Like it was like an eye of the storm kind of thing.
That's some scary stuff there.
Or unlimited consumption. But it looks like that's what we're starting to get. I think we're learning just as much today from these new videos as we've ever been able to learn about UFOs, which is nothing. We're not learning about them. We're seeing little dots. We're seeing things we can't explain, but that's true too.
We're seeing stuff that we've already seen before. There's been plenty of videos showing this exact stuff.
Or translation, the government doesn't know shit, and this is all they know.
They're as in the dark.
Just as it was true a long time ago, and that brings up the question, is there something else going on here that might not have anything to do with an extraterrestrial being, but rather things happening here on Earth in a manner that some people just don't want to talk about? Let me know what you think. See you in the next video.
Well, that was definitely interesting. Definitely a head scratcher. I guess we'll find out eventually, maybe. Or we never will. Just go on by our daily lives and just go moo till we all die.
Keep calm and carry on.
Thank you all for joining us. Bye. All right.
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.